Hey gang, welcome to Pia's Beauty Review. I hope you're having a great day. I am at a convention for work. I've got about an hour or so, hour and a half break in between before I go to a class. So I just kind of wanted to sit down with you and talk to you and kind of have a mukbang. And if you haven't heard of those, that's when your YouTuber friend, and moi, is having something to eat, something to drink, and it's like we're sitting together. It's like we're sitting across the table from each other and just visiting, eating lunch together. So if you don't have something to eat, I encourage you to go get something. I'll show you what I have in a minute here. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get better, and I really just need to push myself. I've been in such a rut and such a kind of a, well, that's for another day. But anyway, I'm trying to get better. And also, make sure you click that notification bell, because if you don't, you will not know when I put up a new video. So I don't want you to be late for the party. So, what I am having, bring me down here, is it's a turkey sandwich, basically, in a nutshell. Oh, and part of my turkey fell out. And, you know, tomato and lettuce. And then this is just a mustard sauce for it, and a brownie, and Dr. P. Yes. If you're a Dr. P lover like me, you'll appreciate that. And if you're not, why aren't you? Okay? Dr. Pepper is the best. Okay. So anyway, I have been in Denver, Colorado, for about a week. I'd always heard stories that the sky was going to be full of haze of all the pot. I'm not finding that to be true. However, I am finding that the amount of homeless people in Denver is quite astounding. And I've been to DC on business trips as well, and I've seen more homeless people. I feel, this is my own personal opinion, and it breaks my heart, I feel that I've seen more homeless people here in Denver than I have out in DC. And that was just eye-opening to me. I'd never been to Denver before. Went the other day to see the Molly Brown house. And if you're like me, and I'm 48 and I still didn't know, for shame on me, but a colleague of mine had said, you know, what would you like to do today? Would you like to go to the Molly Brown house? Do you want to stay here at the hotel and watch the Packer game? Or do you want to just go back to your room and relax? I was like, I don't know who Molly Brown is. And you really should Google her, YouTube her, look for the Molly Brown House Museum. It is so phenomenal. She was a survivor on the Titanic, and not only that, she was a huge icon for the women's movement. I had no idea until I went to this museum, and I'm intrigued, and I want to do a little bit more research. So it was great. I will try maybe at the end of this video to put in a couple clips, a couple pictures. Anyway, but because of all the schooling that I have, I'm not always able to I'm not able to get out and do a lot of things. I could have in the evening, but with the higher elevation here, why didn't somebody tell me that the higher elevation would like zap me, which I shouldn't be drinking Dr. Pepper. I know, water, 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 water. It just made me severely tired and severely achy. Although now I'm starting to get used to it, and of course I leave in the morning, I fly home in the morning. Anyway, I digress, because I'm getting too far into the video, and that was not what I was here for. But while I've been here, excuse me, I've had a few ideas mulling around in my mind. And for those of you who don't know, I also do a blog at blogger.com, and I'll put the link below. And I blog a lot more than I vlog or make videos, which is bad, and I need to make more videos because I truly do enjoy it. But I really like these sit down and visit with you kind. Now, YouTube, for whatever reason, I guess probably because I have such a small subscriber crew, they don't let me make very long videos. So this might have to be a 2, potentially a 3-part, because I try to keep them 10 to 12 minutes long, and I'm already 5 minutes, 14 seconds into this. So, Pia, get your butt moving. One of the things that I came across, I shouldn't say came across, one of the things, the ideas that popped up in my head, and by the way, these sandwiches are really good, but there's just so much bread. So much bread. I'm like, oh, too much. And I'm going to have a big banquet tonight, so yeah. Anyway, one of the things that came to me while I was sitting in one of my classes yesterday was, or actually the day before, it was to be in the present moment. Maybe for some of you, if you're going, well, what do you mean? I'm there, but that doesn't mean you're necessarily in the moment. You can be physically sitting in a room, in a class, in a meeting, physically, but your mind can be out to lunch. And I think that we can so often not be in the moment, truly tuned in. To be in the present moment is to be tuned in, is to be watching, it's to be listening, to be engaged in what's going on. And I think so many times we miss a lot of things because we are not in the present moment. We are not fully engaged. And so I just encourage you to just try that, even if it's, on a piece of paper, like I did. And, this was partially for the ideas for talking to you, and part of it was for to keep it in front of my face, to look at it and always be reminded, because I don't care who you are, and if you've got a cell phone, your mind gets distracted so easily in today's technology. If you're away from your office or your work or whatever, you're away from your kids, your spouse, your significant other, whatever. There's life out there that you don't want to be missing out on either. But if you are at a meeting, if you are at a class, try to keep in mind that that person is there to teach you or to help you, and they're giving of their time. It's not just they're just doing it for the heck of it. Put yourself in their place. For as an example, if you're up there talking to a bunch of people, do you want their full attention? Do you want them to be fully engaged? Do you want to know that you're being heard? Or would you rather look out at the crowd and see everybody like this, down on their phone, texting, reading, what have you? I'm just as guilty. If I'm preaching to anybody, I'm preaching to myself. And if you see me keep looking up, it's because I'm looking at the time. I want to make sure. This is definitely going to be a 2 to 3 part video, so just hang on. I don't know if anybody's ever done a 2 to 3 part mukbang, but they probably have longer video time than what I've been allotted. That's okay. No shade. Anyway, but just be in the present moment, Even if you're with friends, and you have a tendency to look at your phone because it's just my friends, or it's just my sibling, or it's just my mom or dad, or it's just my husband or wife, or it's just my whatever significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, just friend. We're stealing time away from the people that we love, that we're sitting right next to. And I know you've heard it time and time again, but it's just a little reminder. Be in the present moment. And just try this for a while, just as a test. do where you write it down on a piece of paper. Be in the present moment. Or just simply be present. See how that works. See if that's a good reminder the next time you are in a meeting or a class or with friends or what have you, family event. Maybe even put it as your screensaver. Be present. Maybe would be a good enough reminder to you to put the phone down. To pay attention to those that you love and care about that are around you and give them time. So anyway, I'm going to shut this down here and I'm going to start part 2. I think I'm going to do at least 3 sessions of this. So you see me in my same get up, in the same room, in the same place, in my same wild hair. That's why. So I'll see you in a bit.